Can we crack a Starbucks hack without a recipe?
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
I'm gonna tell you, it's a good day for old Link when I try something new at Starbucks and actually like it.
Yeah, okay.
But the good people over on TikTok have been doing me a solid because they've been creating new Starbucks hacks that actually look insanely delicious, but also insanely complicated. Take a look at what I'm talking about.
If you like Sweeterts, you need to try this.
I love
drink from
Sweeterts.
Starbucks. Here is how to order.
How do you order?
Heavily blended strawberry lemonade
Okay.
with 3 pumps classic syrup
Uh-huh.
and whipped cream layered.
All right.
Okay.
I gotta write that down.
Well, just remember Sweeterts.
Okay, I got Sweeterts. They
okay.
all use this voice whenever they are talking about the hacks.
Yeah, that's the way Gen Z talks now. They
Okay.
all talk in that voice. I don't know what it is. I haven't figured it out yet. Okay, that brings us to today's experiment. If one of these gorgeous and delicious drinks was placed in front of us, could we recreate it without any kind of recipe or official barista training? Of course we can, and I'm willing to bet my life on it. It's time for TikTokers have unleashed hacks for new Starbucks drinks. Even without directions, we can make them, so we thinks.
So we thinks.
Okay, we're gonna be given a set of ingredients necessary to create a viral Starbucks drink hack.
Viral.
Starbucks drink hack. And then our job is to recreate that drink based solely on an initial blind tasting.
All right, and we're gonna start out with 0 points. If I call, I can't even talk. I'm
Yeah.
already
Oh,
buzzed like I've been
gosh.
drinking the coffee. But if we get really stumped, we can use lifelines, but the lifelines cost points. We might even go into the negative. The more helpful the lifeline, the more points it's gonna cost. We're gonna have 6 minutes to try to figure out each drink.
Easy.
We get 2 points for every correct ingredient measurement we use, but we're gonna lose a point for every incorrect measurement.
Not gonna happen. If we get 10 points, then we're crowned King Bucks, and we get a prize to wear in Good Mythical More.
Love it.
Okay, guys, for each round, you have 30 seconds to taste the drink and explore however you see fit. Once those 30 seconds are up, we'll take those drinks away, and you'll have 6 minutes to figure out how you make your drink. And if you'd like to use a lifeline, you have 3 available. For 1 point, you can get an additional sip of the original drink, but
Okay.
you'll need to put your blindfolds back on.
Okay.
For 2 points, I can tell you one of the correct measurements for an ingredient. Or for 3 points, Ever the Gen Z barista can show you what the drink looks like.
Ever's here.
Ever's
huh?
here.
Guys, what's up?
Hey, Ever, good to not see you. As you can see, we can't. Sorry.
Okay.
Are you ready for your first drink?
Yes.
So this drink is called the Dragon Frappuccino. Let's go ahead and bring it in.
Don't be shy.
And
Are we-
you have
oh,
30
it's
seconds
like that, huh?
Thank you.
starting now.
Ooh, that's good. You call it a dragon what?
Dragon Frappuccino.
Is that caramel? Butterscotch almost.
I mean, there's definitely some frozen. Of course, that's Frappuccino.
It's pretty strong in whatever that, I think it's butterscotch, but it might be caramel. I think it's pretty similar.
Well, it's all about ratios, not about ingredients. We're gonna be told everything.
Yeah, I'm saying, but there's a lot of that in there.
And then if I take
Maybe a
this-
little vanilla?
All right. That's enough sipping. We can take them away. And
I'm trying to sip
Link.
the top to see if there's
Whipped cream.
whipped cream.
And how much?
Okay, you can go ahead and not look at the drinks on the side and remove your
I
blindfolds,
ain't
and
looking
we
at no
can bring
drinks.
in all of your ingredients for you to work with. And you're going to have 6 minutes starting now.
We have a cup. We have whipped cream. Oh my goodness, look at that.
What is this? This is just a cream frap. Vanilla bean cream frap.
But it's all about proportions. This is
So hold on.
up 2 straws though.
Is this basically like we've been given a base with which to start?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Also, by the way, it's called the Dragon Frappuccino, so I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you what that is, but
This is freeze-dried dragon fruit.
Did you get any of that dragon
Right.
fruit in your
my
in your
what?
sippy sips?
I didn't.
Also, guys, you have
Not a
some
lot.
machinery on Rhett's side, I believe, that is also part of this as well.
So I got a blender here. We're gonna basically put that dragon fruit into our blender with this deal.
Yeah.
We're gonna blend it up, and when we think that we've recreated that original taste, then we can put the
Whipped cream on top and call it a day. I don't think we're gonna need any lifelines.
so whole thing, right, Link?
Yes. I'm going with 1 scoop.
Definitely at least 1 scoop. I think let's blend 1 scoop and see what kind of color we get, because I think this is a visual drink.
Stop. All right, I can go ahead and tell you, that's not exciting enough. I don't even need to taste it.
Whoa,
We definitely need to go with 2.
I don't know, man. Just mark my words here, or remember what I say here. We may have gone too far.
Nope. Now we're talking.
And I gotta really blend it because it was too crunchy. That definitely looks super pretty.
Yep. 2 scoops of dragon fruit.
Well, we're never getting in it.
And then no. And then you give it a little pour. Now, it might have this throughout because the hack that they showed us, it had whipped cream throughout.
Ooh, you think it's layered?
So we need to taste that. Was it layered?
You
Sorry.
just got that right in my crutch.
Look,
We're pretty close on taste.
Let's sip it. We gotta sip it.
Okay, blindfolds down.
Sip this first.
Yeah, let me sip it first.
I don't want any accidental side peeping. Okay, let's bring in the OG drinks. Okay, that was a sip.
All right, listen. All right, masks up.
There's no.
It's so creamy.
Listen.
I think that this is throughout.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I didn't taste any crunchies in there. It's like I think they may have layered the things in there.
Starbucks has a different blender than us. I don't think they're gonna hold that against us.
Starbucks blender.
I think it's just.
Now I'm doubting everything.
It's throughout.
We layer it.
So a little of that. I didn't even know layering was a thing. So
Layer.
You gave us a big hint here.
Layer. You think a Starbucks employee does this? And then we go all the way to the top, and now you just hit the top.
And well, you put this on, and then I think I've seen them do this.
You've paid attention. There we go. Fill it up just like the biodome. Good, too much. Okay, I got a little bit, lick that off. Okay. We've nailed the taste.
All right, we're locked in.
All right, guys. I mean, you didn't do bad at all. You didn't quite get it all the way, which is why we're going to toss over to Ever the Barista to show you exactly how it's done.
You guys were really freaking close. I'm proud of you for your first try.
Thank you.
But I'm gonna show you how to do it the right way. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this whole venti vanilla bean frappuccino and we're gonna put it, I don't know how to work the blender.
Come on, bro. You can do it,
I
bro.
spent too much time on TikTok, not enough time at the gym.
Yes!
That was so easy. Okay, so next we're gonna pour the whole thing in.
All right.
Perfect.
Check. That's what we did.
I
right?
do work at the Starbucks, to be clear. That's why I have this cool apron. And we're gonna go 1 scoop of dragon fruit. 1 scoop. You guys got a little overzealous.
No. 1 scoop before the second scoop.
1 scoop in the blender. And God, I'm gonna have to get this
dude,
off
remember
again
that
once I'm done
moment.
blending. Think that's on right, perfect. And I'm gonna hit the pulse button. Perfect. Now, I'm gonna take this here whipped cream, give it a nice little cocktail
He's gonna
shake.
layer it.
Whoa.
He's gonna layer it. Yes.
You might just do bottoms and tops.
On the bottom,
Yeah.
give it a little tap tap. Then I'm taking this off, pouring it in,
Yeah, see, he's going full. And then
and
just
then
Is he topping it off?
I'm gonna pop this lid on here.
It's hard, man. It ain't easy.
That's the hardest part, whether they be. This is the test of every Starbucks employee.
That
Who
was
knew
so
that was that
easy.
hard?
And then we're going whipped cream on top.
Yeah, okay.
And finish
So-
it off with a straw.
We did, I mean,
Ours is actually
You're right,
prettier.
man. Ours, double up with the scoops. That's what we say, even though that's not correct. We got some points though, right?
All right, guys, remember you have the same lifelines as the previous round. Let's bring this drink in. It's called the pink and green drink, and you
Pink
have
and
30
green.
seconds starting now.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, that's got some juice in it.
Remember to slide your straws up and down if you want to taste the full range.
Whoa, there's something else up there.
Is it pink and green?
I'm trying to get the very top.
All right, your time is up. Let's remove the drinks.
I didn't taste any whipped cream. You taste whipped cream?
No.
All right, you may
Mask
take up
is
your
up.
blindfolds.
Okay, so
And let's bring in the ingredients you're gonna be working with.
Starbucks has no business making what I just tasted. Oh my gosh.
So it's got
Your 6
matcha.
minutes
It's got some
start now.
matcha powder in it, and what looks to be strawberry
Or it'll have a label.
lemonade.
So this is the normal drink.
Pink. It's just called pink drink.
You order the pink drink with strawberries floating on top, and it's iced, and then that's looks to be skim milk, maybe 2%. But all we got to do is get the
milk.
Oh, look at this! We got a little
So that's a matcha.
Ooh.
So what that is, it's a frother, not a frother, but
Frother.
It's basically for mixing up the green tea. So what we need to do,
maybe do it over this. Can I?
you can do
can I
the
try some?
scooping. Well, hold on.
No, I was asking to do the frothing.
The problem is the only scoop that we have is this. But my friend,
That's a lot of matcha, huh?
that's a whole lot of matcha. Unless matcha powder works differently,
Let's start with half a scoop.
and even that's a lot.
And then, are we frothing the whole thing? Are we
I'm
frothing
gonna get you
just
guys
the
another
milk?
vessel. I feel like you need another vessel as well to do some of these things in. So yeah.
Okay.
Put this in there. We're gonna froth the matcha
In a different one, and
with,
then we're gonna
with
mix
some of the milk.
with milk. Yeah, but how much milk? And do we have a way to measure milk? Like, what if you poured the milk toward the bottom line,
Gotta start somewhere. It's kind of my thing anyway.
and then
Oh, that was. You know what? That was all the milk.
Okay.
Bottom line, right?
and then half a thing of matcha, and then you take
now.
this and mix it. Hit the button.
You want? Oh,
You see how dark that is? Did you taste like you don't like matcha?
yeah.
And how, you would have been responding to how
I-
much matcha was in there.
yeah. It was much.
Well, maybe when you mix it with the thing, pour the rest of the pink drink in there.
See, if you mix this, it's not gonna make pink and green. It's just making green. See, that's why we need to look at this one. We just need to look at it.
That's 3 points.
I don't care.
We have to see it.
We
though.
gotta look
We
at
have
it.
to see it. We need to see it ever.
You guys want to see it? On my way.
Oh, he's coming over here. Wow, we get. Oh my gosh, that is a nightmare.
It's pink and green.
So it's
So
green,
there's green,
and
pink,
and then green.
and some frothy. That is nasty, man. Get that
You
out of
don't
here.
have to be so aggressive, sir.
Have you tasted that?
So how do you get that green down on the bottom, Link?
Put the matcha in the milk, and then we're gonna froth that.
2 pinches of green.
It's not enough green.
That feels like the right amount of green to me.
You have about a minute left.
Okay, and now put that in the bottom.
Make a layer. Whoop! That's not. This is stupid. This is a TikTok prank.
Yeah, you should immediately
And you know what?
receive some sort of civil violation for ordering this.
I'm keeping the ice. See, this isn't doing what I'd hoped.
How do they do the thing with the thing? I don't understand how they make it layered.
I think they just put matcha in the bottom.
Really? Maybe.
I don't know.
You're doing great.
Because that's not doing anything.
And then you do this a little bit more on top.
Do that.
And now we sip it.
I really don't want
Do we have
10
straws?
seconds.
Where's the top?
Oh, we don't need tops where we come from. Oh,
Tastes about right.
it tastes right.
Okay.
It tastes right.
Just in the nick of time. Let's take a little peek at how this thing's actually made.
You guys were pretty close, not as close as last time.
Why are you dancing? Are you listening to music in your brain?
Yes. All right, so we're gonna take half a scoop of matcha powder,
Okay.
Half a scoop.
So we were
pop
right
it
to the first
into
time.
this here glass. Then I'm gonna pour some milk over the top,
Oh, okay. Yeah. And then he's gonna froth it.
and then I'm gonna froth it.
Now I think 2 pinches is pretty much equivalent to a half a scoop.
Yeah, and there's only one way to find that out. I have to throw this in the air and catch it.
In the scoop.
Here. Oh,
2 pinches is
like a fourth of a scoop.
yeah. So I say we got that half wrong.
I will give it to you.
Now that it's nice and frothed and mixed,
Oh, then you don't put all that in there. That's what
and
it
then
is.
we're gonna pour out 40% of the pink drink.
In the bottom.
Yeah, and then you do
That's
like a portion of the
40%.
concentrated matcha.
It's not an exact science.
Okay.
And then we're gonna take this and we're gonna pour it over the top.
Whoa.
Well, you do end up with it all.
And now we pop the lid on.
We didn't do bad.
We should have stuck with our first guess.
Hey, you're learning all this stuff on TikTok. I want to remind you, check out the Mythical TikTok.
Yeah.
And also the Mythical Kitchen TikTok.
Yeah.
You can learn how to create the orange chicken sandwich over there on theirs. And while you're at it, just watch all of the Mythical Kitchen because they do good work.
Yeah, they do.
Boy, you can learn so much on the Mythical TikTok as well.
Yeah, you can.
Let me
can
tell
learn-
you.
What not to do in life.
Okay, guys, this is your final round. It has 14 possible points, so
Good
there's still a
gracious.
chance here.
Good gosh.
Same lifelines, and this drink is the Twix Frappuccino,
Ooh.
and you have 30 seconds now.
Ooh, that's good. This is dessert.
Okay, that's got some chocolate.
Now, can I, I'm gonna hold on to this straw and I want you to, I'm gonna choke up on it and you pull down. I wanna get to the end. Get to the end?
Yep.
I'm gonna do some oil drilling.
It's actually pretty uniform throughout, I think. It's just
That's
more
your
about the
time?
mix.
Let's know. Yep. All right.
Okay.
And
I don't know
give
what
us a
you did over
beat.
there, but I'm ready to hear you.
I was trying to,
And you can fold.
Did you learn anything?
Let's bring in your ingredients.
I was trying to taste the layers.
And your 6 minutes starts
Okay.
now.
We know we have all this stuff. I definitely tasted some chocolate chips.
So we got some chocolate chips here. This is hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate.
That's just chocolate syrup.
Well, let me take
Here,
a sip.
taste
I
it.
gotta be
Make
on-
sure.
I'm on the team.
It's just
Man,
drinking chocolate syrup.
man, that's
I mean,
good.
chocolate crumbles, chocolate syrup, caramel.
And then that just a straight up syrup. That's like, oh,
Clumps of
hazelnut.
hazelnut.
Oh man, Link.
So
Another
if
day
we-
at the
If we
coffee shop.
ask for how much of an ingredient, that costs 2 points. But then if we get that ingredient right, we get 2 points. So
we
we
shouldn't
don't-
ask.
is this stuff just garnish, you think? Just a few of these on top?
No, I told you. I tasted pieces in my straw, so it's not definitely not on top. It's blended.
All right. So
But I feel like a
It's good.
full scoop is too many.
are we asking about that? Because how much syrup are we putting in?
I mean, I don't want to tell you guys how to do your job or anything, but you do have a lifeline where you get to see the drink, and there's a lot of
we have
things
to use
going
it.
on.
You're right. All right, let's
see the
see it.
How dark is it?
I'm coming.
I'm just gonna see the darkness of the drink. Okay. So, see, this is blended chocolate, or is that syrup? Let me see the.
No, but look throughout. The syrup is on top. There's blended bits all
Yeah, you're right.
throughout, and then the syrup is just on top.
syrup is just drizzled,
Caramel squirted on top too. Caramel and chocolate squirted on top.
and then this stuff is squirted on top.
on top.
On top of that, so it's like
Top.
chocolate syrup, then whipped cream, then caramel.
On
So-
the top. So set
so-
those aside.
So
Thank you, Ever.
Yeah.
in this order, so we got this. That did really help.
So
us.
the real question, Link,
Yes.
is it a full scoop of these? No way. That's so much.
It's a risk, man, but you were right before with a half scoop, so here.
I think that's a half scoop.
All right, we're saying a half scoop of these chocolates.
But you know what? You can always add. You can always add more. Why don't I give this a little blend just to see
Let's
get a visual?
Oh, and what about these pumps? I think you,
pump. Let's pump in a second.
but don't you pump before you blend?
No one knows how many times a man blends.
I don't watch them when they make this stuff because I don't order it.
How much is a scoop? Let's just a full. One pump hazelnut. That's all you need. You don't need two of that, right? It definitely doesn't need more hazelnut. It may already have too
I feel
much.
like it needs more chocolate.
You think it needs chocolate in there? Oh gosh,
Yeah, it needs chocolate in the thing.
in the thing.
Look,
1 minute left.
Okay, hold on. You got to measure it. Half.
I think it just goes on top. Let's stay with our.
You know what? Stick with your instincts.
Put that in here. We just don't have a lot of time. And now we're doing that, and you see the crumbles. We're doing this,
and then.
and we're drizzling here.
No. Drizzle this. Drizzle
But
this.
the chocolate was had to be drizzled over it because I could tell by looking at it.
Okay, stop. You're an aggressive drizzler.
10 seconds.
Okay, and then finally, what's the last thing we did?
You just top it and you say, "Good job, boys."
You get the idea. Good
And
job,
time.
boys.
Oh, you did a good job, boys, but let's see what the other good job boy does.
Yeah, that's me, the good job boy. Okay, so we're gonna start with the whole venti caramel frappuccino. Oh, it was so easy this time. Going in the blender. Oh,
Nice.
Now, we're going 2 pumps of hazelnut.
2 pumps?
1, 2.
Oh, come on.
2 pumps. And now we're going 1 whole scoop of Java chips.
What?
1 whole
We suck
scoop.
so bad.
And now we blend her up.
You're wrong on both counts.
This is the tricky part. We're gonna do a drizzle inside the cup. So, I'm gonna take the caramel,
We're done for,
and
man.
I'm gonna do a little drizzle going inside the walls of the cup. That's beautiful. I've done that so many times before, and I'm gonna do it so many times again. And a little mocha drizzle as well.
I did not see any of that when he showed it to us.
It had been
You
washed
didn't look
off.
hard enough. Now, pour this into here with that drizzle. Oh, yeah,
look
that's
how pretty that
beautiful.
is.
It smells like a Twix bar. And then we're gonna finish it with a little whipped cream.
Yep, see, I did do the whipped cream next.
We got that right.
We got it wrong, but we didn't do it on purpose. And then
Good whipped cream. And then finally, one more drizzle of mocha
Yep, which we did that. Chocolate syrup.
and one more drizzle.
Yep, we did
Caramel. Boom. It's done. Top it, send it out.
that. Now I am being told that we got a total of -1 points for this round.
Yes, we
Ha!
sort of reversed course here.
Great
Man.
try, guys. Great try.
But so we got 1 point total, nowhere near the 10 points we needed to be crowned King Buck. So crap. Oh, you get to be King Buck.
I get to be King Buck.
I think what I learned is that I'm gonna stick with just my trusty coffee or maybe an oat milk latte, and that's it.
And also, if you're gonna do something, just order it. Don't try to make it.
Yeah, TikTok, just slow your roll a little bit.
Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Andy from Madison, Wisconsin, and we just got done having a mythical birthday party. And now it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
43! Never too
birthday.
old to have a good mythical birthday party.
Nope.
Click the top link to watch us discover some pretty wild scented products. Maybe some silly string?
No! And find out where the Wheel of Mythicality is gonna land.
And people don't do this enough at home. You gotta tilt it a little bit. You don't want too much head on there, you know? Oh.
No head at the dinner table.
And you really start, now, let's watch it.